Man, I am having a great day today. I sure hope no misogynistic and motivational YouTuber comes in and ruins it. Looks like I had to react to Andrew Tate content and explain why I hate him so much. Alright. Let's do this. Hello, my dudes, dudettes, and students. This is ArchaeReactions here with another episode of reaction content. Sorry I haven't posted so long. I just haven't had the motivation to do it recently, and I only started getting back into the video. By the way, if you saw my short about why I don't like Andrew Tate, you probably kinda got the message. However, you might not have. So that's why I'm going to react to this video and to show you why I don't agree with Tate's following. Anyways, let's begin, shall we?
Manhood is exceptionally hard, and life is hard. But how you shape yourself will determine how hard it is for you and how miserable it will be. As a man, there is no easy life. Your life is...
Tell that to all the billionaires in the world. All the billionaires' sons.
Not about being easy. Your life is not about being happy. Your life is always going...
Some people would disagree.
To be difficult. All of the pain you feel, all of the sadness you feel, you're supposed to feel as a man, and you have two effective binary choices.
Choices are not binary. It's not one or the other. It's a whole bunch of choices.
You either go through the suffering and go through the trauma and go through the hardship it takes to be a man of value.
Man of value. I never liked that term. I don't like man of value. Like, what is a man of value in your opinion? Is it strong and strapping? And I don't think so. I think a man of value is a pathetic excuse for insecure people to be like is for people to be like not what they are. And it has to do with a misogyny, in my opinion. So yeah.
Or you suffer eternity as a nobody. And being...
Some people would like to be a nobodies, especially rich people.
Invisible, I would argue, is almost worse. You can have a very stress-free life if you work in Starbucks. You don't care about the Starbucks once you clock off.
Tell that to all the underpaid, overstressed workers at Starbucks that their life is easy. I'm sure they're going to have a field day. Either they break down or they start a fist fight.
You go home, you play video games, and you exist until you die. That's stress-free, but you have to suffer being a nobody. Alternatively, you can go out there into the world, try and implement your mark on the world, work hard, try to get rich, more money, more problems.
Yeah, and that's why the ideal wage is not, and that's why the ideal life requires enough to sustain yourself to not have to worry about living paycheck to paycheck, but not too much money so that you don't have to manage it all.
You can try and start a business, the stress of that. You can lose your girlfriend because all you're doing is working. This is a new level.
Exactly. Work-life balance is key to a happy life.
Level of stress, a new level of trauma, but at least you'll be a somebody at the end of it. There's two ways to suffer. You either suffer becoming a somebody, or you suffer as a perpetual and forever nobody. What did Napoleon say?
He said, "Glory is fleeting, but obscurity is forever."
I'm sure he didn't say that.
Absolutely. Glory is fleeting, but obscurity is forever. And when he says fleeting, that's a really good point, because everything in life is rented. especially your glory as a man.
No
When you
one's
have a good
denying
body,
that.
it is not a good body as complete. It's not finished. You haven't completed the task. You have rented that good physical condition. You must train every day to retain it.
Again, no one's denying that. But counterpoint, you are a human trafficker. And yeah, I bet you rented humans to traffic to other countries. And don't think I forgot about your brother Tristan. He's just as guilty as you.
Everything is rented. Your body, you don't just get a good body and you're done. You still have to go to the gym every day to maintain that good body. You don't
Yeah, no one's denying that.
just get a hot girl and it's done. You still have to work hard for her to always love you and respect.
Yeah, but what about gay people? What about gay people? Are you saying that they don't exist? Because I'm sure gay people hate you too. Because you're not representing them. Oh shit, did I just become? Well, I'm not homophobic, but look, there's more to life than being rich, getting a hot girl, and starting a business. Or a hot boy, if you're into that.
You don't just start a business and now you're rich. No, you have to start a business and work on that business every day. If you take your eye off the business, it will fail. Everything in life is rented. So when he says glory is fleeting, he's also absolutely not correct, because glory is fleeting and you have to constantly and endlessly work for it and make sure that you never stop. Otherwise, it will be taken from you. But obscurity is forever. If you never make a mark on the world, then you effectively never existed.
Tell that to all the Holocaust memorials. And all the soldiers' memorials.
When you're gone, nobody will care.
Again, tell that to all the quote-unquote nobodies who have families.
The reason our father is discussed at length is because of who me and Tristan are, and the reason we will be discussed forever.
Oh yes, your father raised you to be misogynistic human traffickers.
Forever is because who our sons will become. And that's very important, because you have a duty to your ancestors and you have a duty to God. So you must make a choice. And this is a genuine choice for you people at home. Do you want to live in obscurity forever and be invisible and not matter and have an easier life? I would argue that it's not easier, because in your heart and in your soul, you're going to feel guilty knowing you could have been something you're not.
Yeah. But there are other things than success. There are other things to life than success.
Not. Or do you want to try your absolute best and struggle and suffer every day of your life paying the rent for all of the...
Oh yeah, oh yeah, the what color is your Bugatti meme. Tell me, how many people paid for your course to become a Sigma male just in order for you to get that Bugatti Chiron Super Sport? Yeah, I'm a car nerd. I know what cars are. And I know that this particular car is a Bugatti Chiron Super Sport. So how many people did you traffic? And how many people paid to be like you that you're not telling the whole story to? And so that they keep paying for you like a subscription service, but for pseudo motivation to afford that Bugatti. Huh? Tell me. You tell me. You tell me, Andrew. You tell me and your brother Tristan. Was it worth it? And honestly, truly, do you think that was worth it? Hurting all those people, especially the people that you so claim to help, and to get that Bugatti. Huh? Yeah, I didn't think so.
The amazing things around you. We pay endless rent. We pay rent for our bodies. We pay rent for our relationships. We pay rent to keep our kids. We pay rent to keep our business. We pay rent to keep our freedom. Every single day is work to pay the rent. It's absolutely never ending, and you have to make that choice. So if you have a pen and paper in front of you, you need to decide, do you want to be invisible with a lower rent bill, or do you want to be important and work hard and suffer to make sure that the rent is paid? It's a choice you must make, and it's binary, and you must be...
It is not binary. There are multiple things that you can do. Also, I suffer from a disorder. You may have heard of it. It's called ADHD. And I do want to do something with my life. I do agree that being a nobody is different from that being a nobody is a very bad, and you want to be somebody, but do you have any idea how hard for me it is? Like, I want to do something. I want to get a job. I want to get a life. But I scream at myself every single day. And I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I scream at myself. Arca, why are you doing something with your life? And I keep coming up with these BS excuses. And God, I hate it, but I can't help it. I scream at myself. And I feel burnt out, even while doing absolutely nothing with my life. So yeah, how does that apply to me? Like, I want to be dedicated, but I don't know how. I don't know how to stop me from being so ADHD. Okay? Yeah.
Extremely dedicated towards the decision you finally make. Absolutely everything as a man is your responsibility. It's your responsibility to become your best and brightest version of yourself. And you're not going to finally make. Absolutely binary, and work hard and suffer to make sure that the rent is paid. It's a choice you must make, and it's binary, and you must be extremely dedicated towards the decision you finally make. Absolutely everything as a man is your responsibility. It's your responsibility to become your best and brightest version of yourself. And you're not going to do that simply by talking it into existence. You need to live it into existence.
And I'm not arguing with that.
You need to go out there and do things which are genuinely difficult, genuinely stressful, which are genuinely scary, so you can become the man you want to be.
Yeah.
So you have to take responsibility for these things, and you have to seek them.
Yeah, but again, my ADHD brain. My brain doesn't brain properly.
And choose and find the correct difficulties for you to overcome so you can build a character worth having. I believe that it's pain that teaches. I don't believe men.
See, this is where you're wrong. Sure, I may know sure. I know a ton about aerodynamics. I know how meat grinder works. But am I sticking my finger into something to learn how meat grinder works? No. I'm sticking a piece of meat that's not part of my body to understand how it works. I take things apart. I know about supersonic flow, but does that mean I got hit by a Concorde? No, that doesn't mean that. I know everything there is to know about I know a ton about supersonic aircraft, but did I get hit with one as a kid? No. And also, about your pain. I have significant trauma from my childhood. What did I learn from that? Did I learn to respect? No. In fact, I have trust issues as a result. Did I learn to treat people with kindness? No. I learned that everyone is out to get me. Like, sure, and some people say they have your best interest at heart, but do they really? I mean, that's what life taught me. That's what my trauma taught me. Sure, I got spanked as a kid. Did I learn in respect? No. In fact, I don't trust anyone with it. In fact, in respect, I don't trust anyone other than myself, and sometimes even not that. I don't trust other people and do it. I don't trust other people to do stuff that's good for me. So yeah, pain is not the best teacher. Sure, it's somewhat of a good teacher, but it's not the best teacher.
And especially can learn any way besides pain. We talk about learning a lesson the easy way or the hard way, and I'll tell you something. We've all been offered chances to learn a lesson the easy way our entire lives. And guess what? We didn't learn anything, and we kept doing it.
I read textbooks.
It's natural intrinsic inside of men. You'll see a man drive a car too fast and almost crash 100 times, and he won't learn his lesson until he's crashed that car. We only learn things the hard way. It's only pain that can teach a man.
No, it's not. Sometimes a wise mentor can also teach a man.
Time something bad happens to me, that's how I see it. I see it as God teaching me to make me more wise, more formidable, a more capable opponent, and that's how you have to approach life. Every single hero in every single movie goes through adversity.
Well, except One Punch Man. And hell, even some people like there are things that where the good guy always wins. And yet people still enjoy them. Right? Although I do agree that most of the movies had to go through adversity.
There's never been a hero movie where all he does is win. No, to be a hero, you have to suffer. If you're suffering in some degree, even if you're a normal guy with a normal job and you're suffering at your job, or you're heartbroken because your girl left you, or whatever, if you're suffering, that's part of your hero's journey. There is no hero's journey without suffering.
Yeah, I
If
know.
you have an easy life the whole way through, you never get to be a hero. That's the whole point of being a man, is that you're supposed to suffer.
No, you're not. Oh, wait. But why? Why are you supposed to suffer? And women suffer too. Like, you're the type of guy, Tate, to say that getting kicked in the balls that hurts more than childbirth. No, it's not. It is seriously not.
You're supposed to eat pain for breakfast. You're supposed to come and grow into a better version of yourself. That's exactly what life's supposed to be about as a man. If you want to be a superhero in life, you need to understand that for 80% of the movie, you're going to suffer. For 80% of the movie, you're going to lose. Watch any superhero movie. For 80% of the movie, it is nothing but pain and frustration and difficulty. And when your life is that way, you have a chance to grow into something fantastic, and you should thank God for every difficult thing he puts in your life.
Wow, thanks, God, for giving me lifelong trauma that I still need therapy for. Thanks, God, for giving me trust issues. Thanks, God, for being a pain in my life. Thank you, God, for having two mothers that didn't care about me. Thank you so much, God, for all of that. So I should thank God for all the trauma I've had, for all the childhood trauma I've had, for the PTSD. Should I thank God for the abuse I had too? The emotional abuse? Because that because that is what you sound like, Tate.
path. Think about a superhero movie. A man is unfairly imprisoned in a Romanian jail cell and trained so hard he emerges stronger than ever before.
So basically you, but instead of coming out stronger, you came out more pathetic.
That is a movie. You get to live a movie as a man if all you had was some balls. We are living movies.
Oh yeah, and what about people who are coping with trauma? Refer my previous argument.
Movie scripts. Why? Because we have bravery. Most men sit there and wonder why they're depressed because you don't get to live a movie. You're not the main character of anything. You're not even a secondary character in anyone else's movie. You're an unimportant nobody because you were afraid your entire life.
Again, refer to the trauma argument. You stupid idiot. You human trafficker. You utter scum of the earth.
You lived like a coward your whole life. You were afraid of what might happen if you have some balls. And then you wonder why you're depressed. I'd be depressed if I was you.
And I'd be depressed if I was you, Tate. All this success, and for what? A criminal record? Being banned from Romania? Being wanted by the police?
Of course, your life sucks. I'd rather go to jail as me than live free as you.
I'd rather live free as me than go to jail as you. Because at least I don't traffic people. No. I don't like what you are. I don't like being a scum of the earth such as you. You don't tell men, you don't tell these Sigma males the whole truth. And sometimes there's more to life than just success. Like family. Fame. Oh wait, that's part of success. There's right and wrong. You are just a businessman posing as this motivational speaker. And you're misogynistic too. I've heard some of your reactions about women, about how you think women are inferior to men. Newsflash, we live in a society where women have to have equal opportunity as men. Yeah, I bet that was news to you too. And newsflash, SA exists.
Because when you're free, you can't even do anything. You can't go where you want, you're broke. You can't have sex, girls don't want you.
Then be a better man.
You can't speak because no one listens. So what are you free to do? You're more in jail than I ever was. My mind is free. I'm allowed to think what I want to think and say what I want to say. They have thoughts and they go, don't know if I should say that.
Yeah, I do that, and look where I am now. And in fact, most of my troubles are caused because I don't have a goddamn filter on me for saying what I shouldn't say. And look at you. You got into prison. Oh, I'm sorry, my voice.
They second guess themselves. They're their own worst enemy. Every single part of me is on my team. I have enemies who want me dead. Fine. But every single part of me, my mind, my hands, my legs, every single part of me is on my team. My body doesn't second guess itself. My mind doesn't turn on itself. We don't.
Again, refer the trauma argument for all this.
Break and self-sabotage. There's no civil wars inside of Andrew Tate. A lot of men no longer have shame. You have no shame left. You should be too ashamed to be a coward. You should be too ashamed to do the wrong thing. Where's your shame? Well, we destroy that, right? We destroy that even in schools with men and stuff. I'll tell you something.
Again, newsflash, we live in a feminist society where men can be teachers and women can be welders.
My brother can shame me into doing something. He can shame me. He can call me a pussy or a coward, and I'll stand up and say, no, I'm not, and I'll do the brave thing. Shame works for men sometimes. I say to men all the time, men come to me and say, I can't get a girlfriend. I say, it's because you're a loser. You are a loser. Change that fact.
Yeah. And no one is a bigger loser than you, Tate. Also, some people just want to live their life. They want to have a stable work-life balance, Tate. And you know what the endless grind gives you? Nothing but burnout. You slave away your job, you get burnout. You love your job, and then it tires you out. You get burnout. The only muscle that doesn't get tired is the heart. Every other muscle, yeah, it does. It doesn't help. It gets stressed. Your mind gets stressed. You should take a break every once in a while. Get the grind. Get off the grind. Get out of the rat race.
Come to me and prove to me you're not a loser. I will shame him, and he will react to it, and his life will improve. But now we have men with no shame. They'll walk around with no shame at all, and then we wonder why we have a whole bunch of cowards. Cowardice is all.
Look, if I was a look, sure. Hold on. Yeah, cowardice may be the easy choice, but what if you? But again, some people, even the shameful people, as you say, have their breaking point. Some people have already passed their breaking point.
Always the easy choice, but you should feel too much shame to take it. That's the problem. It's the path of man, it's the path of victory, and it's the only path to truce. It's the only path.
No, it's not. There are multiple paths to happiness.
To genuine happiness in your heart. There's one path. There's one.
There's
one
path
to happiness, and that is masculine strength, and that is eating pain for.
Oh, God. Look, it's people like you that convince people they should ball up their feelings until it's far too late and they explode. You know what happens when you add pressure plus time? When you add more stuff plus pressure plus time, you get an explosion. And that is why therapy exists. That is why all these people dance on TikTok, because they're expressing themselves. And arguably, that's the one good thing TikTok and YouTube Shorts have done for our society.
Breakfast is becoming a better person. The flavor of life is pain. You try to change the flavor, you're going to end up disappointed, you're going to end up weak, you're going to end up miserable. Accept the flavor and learn to love it. That's the only path to genuine competence and happiness within yourself as a man.
Yeah, but does this advice apply to masculine women? Or Sigma females? Or look, man, the only people who are listening to you are are teenagers with a wannabe. You embody the teenage fantasy. I used to like that fantasy, but now I don't. Look, Tate, you've always rubbed me the wrong way, and this is why. All right, and that's the end of the vid. Thank you all so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. Please hit that button. Please hit that like button and that subscribe button. I'm sorry to put it down. I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry that I had to say that, but I don't want to. I didn't want to, I need more subscribers to get me in the algorithm. I need that engagement. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching me. please, I hope you enjoyed. This is ArchaeReactions signing out. And as always, stay fresh, stay determined, and stay safe. I'll see you all later. Bye.